I hope you had a good week. I just read that you have a lot of homework to do. Do you know if Zoe will join today or not? I think we're gonna wait some more minutes and let's say 2 and then we start with the lesson.
I'm pretty sure it's coming.
Okay.
On the way.
Okay. Oh, there she is. Okay, I think everybody there. So hello everyone, I hope you're fine. Hope you had a good week and yeah, you made some progress with your project work. I'm very curious about. And yeah, let's just start with the presentation and go through the agenda of today. So as always, we're gonna have the agenda today. I did a slight switch, so we will start with the content repetition because it leads to your self-study results. So we're gonna do that first today or after the project work. And then we're gonna do a slight dive into the consulting practice. That means we're gonna check the consulting process from sales to delivery and after sales. So the organization said that next week we're gonna have lessons on Monday as we have a bank holiday on Thursday in Germany. So keep in mind, next lesson on June 8th, on Monday, same time. The week after, 25th, the lesson on 16th is cancelled because we switched to the self-study combination, and we will have classes on June 18th, Thursday. Remember, on June 17th, you will submit your project work. And in the week 26, we will have lessons also as planned on June 25th, and this will be your time for your presentation of your project work. And afterwards, there will be one more lesson in the week 27. So, any questions regarding the schedule? Okay. So then let's check the project work. I would love to have a status update on your project plan. I'm gonna switch to Trello soon, and your timeline. I would love to know how your progress is going on regarding the report template, the Word template. What kind of rules did you establish regarding the use of the template? How will you bring together all your results? How far did you get with your consulting concept? And if you have any questions about the literature. So let's check the project plan first. So what about, let's just go through the task. I would suggest that we just go through every task here, which is open. So what about your project mission? Could you clarify your project mission? What will be your high-level concept? What other tasks you have to do, and so on? Did you have the option to talk together or to, I don't know, chat together? What did you do regarding the project mission? Okay, as a project coordinator, I will ask you, Lee, maybe you could give us an update. What happened regarding the project mission and the timeline?
Well, I just have a short talk with Suchen, and we talk about some details about our project.
Mm-hmm. But regarding your specific task?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. And did you also all reach out to other students or only with your direct partner?
Only between us.
Okay, and did there happen any exchange of documents? So did you send your document to the others of the group or reverse?
Not yet, but I can send it today.
Okay, And did you receive the, I remember that Ray mentioned she wanted to share the theory, the first approach of the theoretical fundamentals to you. Did you receive any documents or did you send some, Ray? Okay, that means so this part is still open. It's not not done yet, and you didn't send it to your colleagues. Okay, I think it would be helpful, although you are not ready with your part of the document, if you would share your status quo, because maybe others will refer to this chapter. Yeah, this is what we discussed last week. Last week Monday. So it's very important that you share your documents, like on a, I don't know, weekly basis or however you make progress. But don't wait until you're finished, because it's a teamwork in the end. And for example, Jen and Lee in chapter 3.4 will refer to another chapter in your chapter 2. So what did you agree or how did you agree upon how you will share the documents? Will you use Slack or Trello or whatever, Google Documents? How do you work with the documents to share them? Okay, yeah, I saw that you posted one document on Slack. This one here, theories, version 1, right? This one here. Okay. But this was your first draft when I got that right. And yeah, maybe you should just add a new one, and the same goes to Chen and Lee. If you you've created a first draft of your part 3.4, please add it in Slack so everybody can see the progress. Okay. So what's still missing is that you talked about your project mission together, right? Because we discussed that last week, and you said, okay, we want to gonna have a call together with the entire project team, but this is still missing. So if you're not talking to each other, how will you avoid that, for example, in chapter 3.4 will not be almost the same content than in chapter 3.1 or in chapter 3.3 or something like that? Yes, of course. I'm just reading what Shane is writing. First, we work on our own part. Yeah, that's right. But you have about 2.5 weeks left to finish the report, and you should soon start to share your status, so the others can read what you are working on and see what's your progress and so on. And this project mission, I'm still not quite sure if you all 5 are clear about the idea, the general idea, how you want to work together, what your consulting concept should contain, and so on. So when will you do that? So in the end, it's not that. So why I'm pushing you in this kind of heart is that I got a lot of experience in project work, and what happens, no matter what kind of project it is, if the people working on different work packages do not talk to each other, if they are not following one vision, one project mission, then you will have results that do not fit together. So, but the idea is, and you remember, your grading also, it's not only for your individual parts, it's also based on the team result. So how does it all fit together? And to do that afterwards, when you all have written your chapters, it's pretty hard to bring that together, because maybe one of you went in that direction, the other in that. It's pretty hard to bring that together, especially when you are under time pressure, right? So again, I really recommend you to talk to each other. Let's say this week, maybe after this lesson, you're going to take 30 minutes more after this lesson today and talk about what you think you want to talk about in your chapters that you are responsible for. Okay, so then this is still open, right? Clarify project mission. So I would move it to the 10th. No, yeah, it's the 10th next week. No, I would do it a different way. Let's say we change this. It will be, because May is already done, June 8th. So what you should do until Monday is to talk to each other about your project mission, set up timeline. I think we already did it, and we're still moving it every week. That's fine for me. Then we have the other aspect. Chen was working on it, the report template. Maybe you would like to give an update about the report template, Chen?
I already showed our last group.
Your audio is pretty bad. Maybe you can talk a bit louder.
你可能插个耳机啊。
我是插耳机的呀。
哇，你这个耳机声音听着很奇怪。
Yes, you did. So, and maybe it would be helpful. So I will download it and open it, share it. And does everybody know how to work with it and why it's posted there? So the idea is that you all, if you are writing your content, you work with the same document. So, okay. So what I see at first is that you added first the starting page, and I just spoke to Chen, and the supplemental sheet, for example, could be a list which chapter has been written by whom. And yeah, so what's still open, in my opinion, is, let's see. Okay, what's still not yet still not added is the formatting of the styles. Yeah, that means if you are writing your text, whatever, it's not in Times New Roman. Yeah, so this should be changed. And maybe, Chen, you can ask the others for help how to do that. But this is very important that your template is fixed before you start writing it, because now you will have different writing styles and sizes and so on. But everything is written down in the Handbook of Academic Writing, and you will find every information here. And also, for example, this number here is another style as well. It's Calibri and not Times New Roman. You see the fine tuning. And for example, as well, the paging should be on the right-hand side. And this is also written in the handbook. And you should also change the typo into Times New Roman, for example, and then move it to the right hand side. It should be maybe here. See, sorry, there it is. So it should be here. And also the margin should be adjusted a bit, because if I remember right, in the Handbook of Academic Writing, for example, on the right hand side it's 4 and so on. So please, before you use it, please do these changes. Clear so far? So if you check the Handbook of Academic Writing, you receive the link. Chen knows what I'm talking about, but the others could help you as well to optimize this this template. And yeah, so I would suggest that you work on this template and add a new one, the updated one, in Slack as well, once it's finished. So good job for a first draft, and now you should do these slight changes. Check the Handbook of Academic Writing again, see what's still left, and then you can work with the document. Okay. Have been here. Okay, so report template we talked about, mission as well, timeline so far, theoretical fundamentals. It's a bit over due date, but you can move your due date, for example, to next week. We should talk about that. What about the other chapters? 3.1. How far did you come, Zoe? The idea was to finish all these chapters until this week, so that means until yesterday or today. How far did you get? Maybe you want to write it in the chat, Zoe? Okay, then let's move to the other chapter, 3.4. Li and Chen Su are responsible. I already noted that Chen forwarded the document. Maybe you could share your document on Slack as well. Although it's maybe not finished, I don't know. How far did you come with your chapter, you both?
Well, I find some documents in both Chinese and English. I don't know. Should I put all this document on the channel or something like, or only the English one?
You can also put the Chinese one into the Slack channel to share the documents with the other students, of course. Although I will be not able to read it, but at this moment, I will not read or review your documents until you ask me. So the idea is that you, if you want to clarify a specific question, of course, I will help you, but I will not do a intense review of your documents at this stage. Yeah. So the idea is to do that once you submitted your entire project report. But you can use the Slack channel for sharing all the documents you find, the literature, and also the own created documents.
For me, I already finished my part of 3.4 and I sent it to you. And maybe after you check if there's no question, no problem, so I can share in our Slack chat group.
I'm really sorry, I can hear you, but the quality is very bad. So I noticed that you sent me the document, that's right. But I didn't know if there was a specific question behind it. So this is what I replied to you by email, remember?
I say I already finished my part 3.4 and I sent it to you.
Yes.
If after you check there's no more problem or something I need to change, after that I can share in our Slack group.
I would recommend that you share it right now with your colleagues and that you discuss it with each other. So the idea is that I do, that I help you and guide you through the process, but the entire result I want to review once you created your entire project report. But of course, if you have a specific question, if you are not clear about a specific topic or something, ask that question. But I don't want to do a review, give you feedback, and then we have this kind of conversation with everybody, and I did all the reviews before. So this is what you have to do on your own. And therefore, you are working in a team, and ask your colleagues if they think if that's enough and if this meets the question. Because if you remember, these questions you decided as chapters, yeah, they were just ideas or examples I gave you. It's not the task. The task is to create a consulting concept about market entry, and it was just, yeah, as I said, exemplary idea of set of questions to answer which steps are necessary for successful market entry or should be taken to analyze the market and so on. So it is more that you all should be clear if the written content meets your expectations, and mine in the second step. So just share it on Slack and write some specific questions to your colleagues. And if you want to know something specific from my side, let me know as well. Yeah. But for me, it's also very difficult to do a review of one chapter if I don't know what mission you are following. So, thank you. Zoe also wrote that she will share the content tomorrow on Slack, and Chen shared it. And yeah, maybe you just add some specific questions to your teammates. Yeah. Okay. What about your chapter number 3.5, Liang and Ray? Did you make some progress? Or are you still working on chapter 2? You're working on 3.5 as well. So, tough question now to all of you. We will have lessons next Monday, and then we will have a lesson on 18th, right? I'll check. Yes, next Monday and then on the 18th. So you have a lot of work package to do. So we will have one more lesson before you have to submit your entire project report. So the question is, until when will you finish these chapters? So what will be your plan? What's your planned timeline? Until when will you finish 3.1.4 is finished, right? It's done. Say it's done. So I wrote most of the content. I will share tomorrow. Zoe is also, I could move it to done if that's right. And this is work in progress. 3.5. So, okay. So until Monday, you clarify your project mission. You all talk about your to-dos and your timelines and what's possible and what not. You will adapt the report template to meet the requirements of the academic handbook, handbook of academic writing. Ray said they will finish chapter 2. And then there's chapter 3.5 left. So this is until Monday. And then we have this 10th of June and 17th of June. This is just something I recommended to you. The 10th is next Thursday. No, sorry, Wednesday. But maybe you have to move these again. So, as we will have lesson on Monday and then the week after your submission date, what I could offer is just, let's say, 45 minutes session. So we will talk about what's left. We could do that maybe, if you like, next week on Friday. This is the 10th, or I have to check the date. No, the 11th, 12th, sorry, 12th. Or Monday 15. So Do you want Zoom session 45 min on Friday 12th or 15th? So this is what I can offer you, because I think you need some more guidance, so that you will be able to finish your report until the 17th. So if you like, we can talk on Friday next week, 45 minutes, or on Monday the 15th, and go through your project plan again. We can also decide that on Monday, but I just wanted to give you the option. Maybe you check your schedules. Then we do it at 12:30, 18:30. So maybe to go a bit further, I know you already have some to-dos, but we should also talk about the to-dos for next, not until next week, but for next week. So as we said, the introduction can be written only, and the conclusion as well, if every other aspect has been done. So Monday is okay, the 15th. So maybe I add another one. Until Monday. So what do you think? So the introduction should be done until June the 15th, and the conclusion as well, maybe until next week, Friday. It's just a recommendation, yeah. But to give you an idea. So if you say this weekend until Monday, you will finish all this to-dos, then you have 2 more main body to-dos left. Who will be responsible for 3.2 and 3.3? So there have to be someone responsible for these chapters. Lee, maybe you want to take over one of the chapters?
Well, I can take this. I can take this as 3.2.
3.2.
Yeah.
Okay. So. And 3.3. So maybe you talk to each other who is now pretty busy. So as far as I understood, chapter 2 and chapter 3.5, Liang and Ray are still working on it. Chen did 3.4 together with Lee, and she's also working on the report template. So we almost finished her chapter. Maybe you're going to do 3.3, Zoe? So I will add you, and if you're not fine with that, you have to talk with your colleagues and change the responsibilities. So maybe also there has to be, so you have this chapter 3.1 to 3.5, but to round up the main body, maybe there has to be an introduction written, and this is also something I would suggest, recommend you to do after you finish the other chapters, because then you have chapter 2 and you have all the components of chapter 3 and you see what's missing. And so what you should do until after the 12th is to talk together and to see who's responsible for these topics, or you already do it now. So we will talk about that on Monday. So for now, it's clear everybody has some to-dos until Monday and also until Friday. And then we're going to go further on Monday. And I will also offer an update session on Monday, the 15th. So, okay. I think that's fine for now with the project work. I know it's pretty hard work for you. And we will move forward. No, I think we're going to do a slight break. Yeah, let's do 10 minutes break until 22 past 1 or 7. Okay, let's do a slight break, 10 minutes.